Anthony, we've seen a lot of headlines in the news about public power and how it's being promoted by various political leaders as a way to potentially increase renewable energy build out and lower costs. Could you talk a little bit about what public power is and its ability to achieve these goals?
Yeah, I'm no expert on it, but essentially municipalizing the systems, right? So having public ownership through communities of utility networks. I know there's referendums, I think, in Maine and other places where people are looking to achieve that. I don't know that it helps at all with the build out. Nothing that we can't do locally here as utilities and working together with other people in the state. So I don't know exactly why they think it could be achieved more readily through kind of a public power initiative. We get a little concerned when you look at investments governments have traditionally made. You look at roads and bridges and things that increase taxes. I think they've had a hard time sometimes making the investments that need to be made. I think if you look across the energy sector, every year there's billions and billions of dollars of new investment that are being made to keep the grid very reliable, robust, and meeting the needs of people. I don't think you really want to move away from that model. I think it has served us really well here in New York and actually throughout the United States mostly. And so I'm a little bit concerned about some of these calls for public power and some of the panacea they think is going to be achieved through that right now. That's my feelings.
Yeah, I mean, New York State has a fair amount of public power today. And I agree with Anthony. I think some of the advocacy expectations of moving to public power simply aren't there. I know we were there was a public hearing on this topic, and one of the state representatives pointed out whether I'm building it or one of Gavin's members are building it, they go through the same siting process, the same ISO interconnection process. That's not going to make the fact that it's a public finance facility isn't going to make it move faster. The other thing I think there's some element here that they're equating public power with free power. And public power in New York State is not free power, but I think it gets to this socioeconomic impact concern of the CLCPA. And I do think there's a concern that as people start feeling and understanding how this is going to impact the average household and even the lower income households, there's going to be a lot of pushback. So I think part of this vision of public power is they're literally equating it with free power as a way to avoid economic impacts on some of the disadvantaged communities or other stakeholders here. And I don't think that's not going to be the outcome either.